Hello, welcome back to my channel. Wow, I'm having a busy day filming today. Things are just crazy. Think you are crazy. Think you are crazy. Anyway, I am crazy. But anyway, so question for you. Particularly this is a question mainly for people in Australia. So we have our superannuation benefits, and when we fill out our forms, we dictate who they should go to. If we die, should the benefit go to the person that it's been bequeathed to, or should it go to somebody else? Now, you might remember that there was some controversy in 2019 by Magistrate Rodney Higgins, who had a relationship on a court clerk 45 years his junior. He left his wife. He had a relationship with her. They got engaged and she died 3 weeks later. Now, he earns $324,000 as a magistrate in Bendigo. And he fought over the super of his late fiancée. He took her mother to court over her superannuation. So the Age is reporting that he has actually won it. He has successfully claimed the $180,000 superannuation death benefit, even though it was bequeathed to her struggling mother. So he agreed. Rest Super agreed with his argument that he was her de facto and therefore her dependent. He earns $324,000 a year. But the payout has been delayed because lawyers for Miss Petrie's mother, whom the Age and the Sydney Morning Herald have chosen not to name, have been fighting for 15 months on the decision. They've appealed to the super fund's position to the Australian Financial Complaints Authority. Now, the Age is reporting, so Mr. Higgins has refused the mother's plea to share the money, citing his hurt that he was not given a portion of Miss Petrie's ashes. And then within months of his fiancée dying, he goes back to his partner, whom he left to have a relationship with, the young girl. So this is, for me, this is bizarre, and I feel that this is wrong. So his fiancée dies, he goes back to his partner, whom he left. The daughter had left the superannuation to her mother. The mother has asked to share it, and he's saying, "No, you didn't give me her ashes, so I'm not going to share the money." He doesn't need the money. $324,000. She worries what might now happen to them now that he's returned to his former partner. Superannuation fund members can make binding or non-binding nomination who they wish to inherit their benefits when they die. But a fund can override a member's nomination if it does not comply with the Superannuation Act, the federal legislation governing the super. Under the Act, a nominated beneficiary must be a dependent. This includes a spouse. A de facto partner qualifies but the Act does not specify how long they must cohabit to be considered de facto. In deciding such things, super funds can consider, among other things, shared property, mutual commitment, the care and support of children, and financial dependence. They were living together for 4 months. 4 months. Mr. Science also argued that the mother, Miss Petrie's dependent, with cash transfers being made from the daughter to the mother for dinners, groceries, and clothes. Miss Petrie's mother lives in a modest flat in a regional town west of Melbourne and works in the office administration. As a member of the judiciary, Mr. Higgins is constrained in his public comments and declined to respond. Rest has every sympathy for Miss Petrie's loved ones and all those grieving in her tragic passing. In general terms, when a member dies, super funds are required by law to pay the member's death benefit to a dependent or a legal representative, such as an estate. A super fund can only consider paying someone else if they can't locate either a dependent or a estate. So he actually was cleared of any wrongdoing. So tell me what you think. Is this wrong? I don't usually give opinions. I usually leave all the opinions to my audience to decide. But I think this sucks. I think it sucks. You've got a guy It's not as if he was struggling. They were together for 4 months. And they were together for 4 months. We're talking about 180,000. He earns $324,000 a year. What's he going to do with the other 180,000? It's ridiculous. I'm getting the impression that the mother had to pay the funeral expenses. I mean, at least pay the funeral, at least pay the expenses, or support the mother. It's ridiculous. Oh, I'm rolled up. I'm rolled up at the moment. I'm actually really rolled up at the moment. So, but tell me what you think. Do you think it's a bit of a farce? I think it's a bit of a farce, and I hope that they can get that overturned. But he went back to his former partner. Like, he went back to the person he left. And they share a riverfront home in Shepparton. So come on. So tell me, what's the problem here? Anyway, tell me what you think in the comments below. I'd be interested to see what you think. Thank you. See ya.